Multiple timelines running, black holes will collide to release new light, tons of help coming in from Orion. The day is now 36 hours and starts and ends at 3 am or 3 pm in an alternating fashion. At the time of this post 10:10 evening gate, on the 3D date 62,620, the following 3 am will start this new day. Simply follow this parallel around the globe until it hits your local time at 3. If you are cognizant that a new day has begun, it is customary to send love and kindness to someone. Today's date on the Archangelic calendar is Infinity O7B2 Infinity Infinity T4A7 T4A8A9 Infinity Infinity I8 G8 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 Infinity Infinity B1 TT Infinity. Please visit us at archangeliccalendar.com for more information. And please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Gaia is back in The Spirit setting and is in complete control of her elements. If she stays in this setting for an extended period of time, she will go into a deep cocooning phase that usually ends with a very intense energetic event. We are never sure what her intentions are at any moment. To say that she is temperamental at times is an understatement. There are way too many timelines running at once, and this is the main reason why we are feeling so much general mental confusion. The cognizant mind does not know which timeline to focus on, so it just bounces back and forth until calm is reached. This is caused by the immense multi-dimensional energies converging upon Earth, as they bring multiple parallel timelines with them as well. We were not kidding about the intensity of the upgrades that will go on for a bit, stop, and then return. We were not surprised by the Earth's many anomalies, even though modern science was clearly confused by them. The reason for this is simple, it is because none of this is prognostications. This information is given to us directly by administering parties who are in cooperation with our legions. 3 black holes are about to collide in a quasar known as J124942.3 plus 344,929, which will affect us in profound and very unusual ways. These triplets will release new light upgrades to our galaxy and also bring forth access to extremely high-dimensional beings. This is the exact reason why we will see an influx of energy that will have a physical breeze attached to it. SpaceX is blaming UFO interference for the explosion of their spacecraft, and after some investigation, it seems as if there is some truth to this, but it was not an unprovoked act. This is the same gripe that the Greys have with those they have traded technology with, who didn't reciprocate the way agreed upon. They have been given full authority to retrieve their possession, and they feel their actions were justified, as does the Galactic Federation of Light. We see so much insecurity in spirituality, and although completely understandable, a lightworker must rise above this. You have to understand that your abilities are ready, willing, and able to serve humanity. Confidence in your abilities only comes through experience and practice, as they must be fine-tuned. The best way to have confidence in your abilities is to use them regularly and discover what they truly have to offer. Darkness is clearly working in our favor, but they have no idea that they are doing this. Infinitely expanding creator source can send impulses to anyone, because if you exist, you are connected to infinitely expanding creator source. This makes everyone subject to its will, even though great respect for free will is always exercised by its divine hand. CCP, sleeper cells were about to be awakened around the globe when the current influx of intense energy wiped out their plans, literally. This is not to mention that the authorities are breathing down their backs, as every country in the world is onto their plans. Tons of energetic help is coming in from the Orion section of our sky. This is very surprising, as this sector is not necessarily known for doing so. It seems as if the benevolent beings of the area have gained full control and are making positive changes. This is great news for reasons too numerous to list, but the one major benefit that we wish to point out is that we will no longer be seeing pop-up malevolent portals. Today's tools. Tools will be active until the next post. Use the legend below to help you decipher how to best use today's weapons. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own when you accept its presence. All you need to do is give permission and it will work on your behalf. Active equals intention needed to use. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm to you, beyond space and time. We have gone through great changes and thus the weapon-based tools indicated below can be inserted into the ground to call forth downloads. Active, passive and aggressive. The Violet Flame team has returned to Violet and stayed in 9, this means that it is primed and ready for transmutation purposes. The Violet Flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Germain, Archangel Ansiel, Archangel Bryathos, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uf, Archangel Gzrael, Archangel Tatrasiel, Archangel Agla, Archangel Harahiel, Archangel Ashma, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Abraxos, Archangel Harahiel, Archangel Nuriel, Archangel Galizur, Archangel Orion, Archangel Batkol, Archangel Adonachil, Archangel Abastahan, Archangel Vermil, Archangel Adonai, Archangel Dikwiel, Archangel Baradil, and Archangel Ashma. Passive. Vahu Mana's timepiece allows you to savor a positive feeling or thought. It brings an element of majesty to your everyday moments, and it prevents the interference of malevolent time travelers. Passive, active and aggressive. Archangel Chamuel's radiant peace allows you to be secluded in a peaceful bubble, no matter what is happening around you. It also allows those in your heart. Passive and active. Archangel Jeremiah's enhanced intuition allows the voices of your soul to become louder. It allows the judges of spirit to be more obvious than ever before. Passive. Archangel Gabriel's shield of truth allows righteousness and justice to be your greatest defense. When equipped, this allows truth to protect and serve us. This shield also helps bring abundance to our lives. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Shepherd's orb is a presence of divinity that allows anyone that you are engaged with a clear path to forgiveness or a direct audience with infinitely expanding creator source on the matter. This is a truly compassionate tool of divine orchestration. Active. Archangel Zadkiel's staff of justice is a tool that is best used on a macro level and can help move things along that are stagnant. It can also summon and maintain force fields for protection purposes. Active and passive. Archangel Yehudiah's wand of structure can build stairways to heaven or any other metaphysical structure to perfection. This tool is also helpful in building force fields of protection as well. Passive. Archangel Jophiel's radiance is a beautiful tool that allows our inner beauty to shine. This is a great tool but can make people possessive over you as the beauty radiated is very intense. Use this tool in a trusted company only. Active. Archangel Sorash's sword of transmutation is only for really bad energies. This is far too powerful to yield lightly, it is made for the worst of the worst. This sword will come in handy in assignment number 3. Please note the next 3 tools are meant to be used in combination. They are sent to us to help us sustain our physical bodies. Please keep using this tool daily. We are starting to remove the energy blockages surrounding abundance. Active. Archangel Ariel's wand of comforts helps you summon any necessity you may have. It is a wonderful and comforting tool when equipped. Active, aggressive and passive, long and short range. Archangel Israfil's flaming sword can protect you against all things directed to you on a macro or micro scale. It can also speed up the time in which something you wish to manifest will come to fruition. Active, aggressive and passive, long and short range. Archangel Nasaraji's flaming sword can bring any negative energy to its knees. It also has the ability to remove any and all obstacles in the way of something you wish to manifest. Today's assignments. We are still working on a macro level, and thus the format will stay consistent. Please use today's current tools if you need assistance performing the tasks below. I hope you ate your Wheaties today. Organized darkness is trying to ritualistically sacrifice planet Earth, which includes themselves as well, just to give you an idea as to where their heads are at. Your daily energetic work trumps their efforts a billionfold, as their work is becoming amateurish at best, in comparison. The leaders of the CCP are acting as the command center for organized darkness, who are surrounded by their personal demons. Destroy their entourage with sword and shield and allow your instincts to give you further instructions. A suggestion about the above section: you can go in a group or with reckless abandonment. This means go in there and hulk up like a lunatic, or go in with the precision of the Avengers. Either way, you will be very effective. They are already very weak and defeated. When we remove the last of the demonic influence, you will see how incredibly fast things get rectified. There is a monster space-time rift on the border of Alaska and Russia. The malevolent starcraft that caused this rift must be found and brought to the Arcturian Council of Nine. Once found, the ship is found on the border of Russia and the US. Open a portal, then use sword and shield to force the ship into it, then allow the Arcturians to take it from there. To fix the rift, first, use a rainbow thread and stitch the rift many times over, as this is an extremely heavy cut. Then solidify its seal by using platinum flames. At this point, we must activate the ancient temple in Petra, Jordan with rainbow lightning and golden flames. Then, immediately close the NYC Malevolent Gateway located throughout the circumference of Manhattan by first using the violet flame to make it more workable, and then forcibly knot this portal and stitch in the same way you did the Russian-Alaskan time rift. There is a demonic database located in a server of a well-known billionaire that must be destroyed. It holds the energy signatures to a very large database that is released electronically to the masses on a regular basis via technology. The best way to handle this would be to overload its circuits with silver lightning. Just be advised that if any stragglers get out, you must handle them the old-fashioned way, with sword and shield. Today's meditation is below, please enjoy.